Welcome to episode 519 of Fourth and Jawn. I'm Gail Saunders here with Mr. Tim Kincaid. We're talking about the 4-2 Philadelphia Eagles as we are recovering. Shout out to Recover. We are recovering from a ass whooping, and it's very tough. Shout out to Philly Sports Trips running these trips up to MetLife. Had the opportunity to have like 140 Eagle fans with us going to MetLife. Everyone's excited. Everyone's paying good money for these opportunities to go to these games. And the effort that we got yesterday was underperforming, underwhelming. Eagle fans, we got back at 3 a.m. in the morning, stuck in traffic for about an hour in the parking lot before we got on the road. You had a lot of time to think about what transpired on that football field. You talk about the lack of execution, the lack of heart in the second half. I've been to, I'd say, the last over 20 games between the Eagles and the Giants over the last couple of years. This is the first time leaving their stadium feeling the way that I felt. We heard a whole bunch of stuff. We heard a lot of scatterboo chants, a lot of "In Dart We Trust," a lot of "We know we suck. This is our Super Bowl. Just give this to us." So as Giant fans, I'm gonna give you your props for this moment because obviously, you guys played pretty well for who you were. And again, now as an Eagle fan, you're now sitting here thinking about who we are as a football team. And I always say you're only as good as your depth. And that doesn't mean the starters. This means your depth as well. You're the best 53 wins. I'm kind of thinking about our 53 right now and what it looks like when the Jalen Carters of the world are out, or the Quinyon Mitchells are out for a game, the Landon Dickerson's out for a game. You can go on and on, but like thinking about our depth, I'm questioning. I'm also questioning our play calling, our coaching. We got outcoached. We definitely got outcoached, and whether it was special teams, offensively, defensively, we got embarrassed. And again, Jalen Hurts talked about bearing the brunt of some of these L's. Last night was not a great performance. It's a lot of plays left out on the field, and I felt like it's not just one player. It's collective, but
yeah,
definitely gut wrenching L. And Tim, you watch the game on TV. You got a perfect bird's eye view of what was going on. How are you feeling?
yeah. Disappointed. I'm disappointed in this team, the effort, the lack of execution, the undisciplined football, not trusting your talent, like not even talent, just not trusting your body of work, footwork, everything that you do as you're practicing, and you're day in and day out. Like this was an ass whooping from the lonely Giants. We got like we were like the big brother in the NFC East, right? We're defending Super Bowl champions, and we rolled up in there tonight. We rolled up into MetLife last night, like our shit didn't stink. That's how I felt. That's like it was like, oh, we can just show up. I understand the precautionary with Jalen with his shoulder and his calf, and a lot had to do with it because MetLife turf is straight ass. But you're absolutely right. The depth of this team, we don't have it. We don't have it. We're missing the Milton Williams of the world. We're missing the Isaiah Rogers, like man, you talk about miss. That's a big whiff because Adoree Jackson is atrocious. Like it's just atrocious play. The lack of effort there. And then once Quinion went down, that's when it was like the oh factor. It was like, oh, okay, all right. So we gonna see now. We're gonna see now. And for the Giants, bro, they literally rolled out there with no wide receivers. They just signed a guy off the street that's probably working at Walmart 2 weeks ago. 6'4". It was bullying Keely Ringo. There was times that Keely Ringo, I didn't even know I don't even think he knew what he was doing on the field. And I hate to talk bad about players because they put a lot into this. Um, and as an Eagles fan, like we're passionate, we care. But last night was so embarrassing, bro. It's just to the point you're like, yo, like I do not see where you go from here. Do you see them fixing anything? And if you do fix anything, where do you start? Do you start just getting rid of Kevin Patullo? Because I'm telling you right now, his play calling is just ass. Like I don't. They lined up. You don't understand. They lined up in the same formation 4 times. They lined up the same formation 4 times. There is no balance in his game plan whatsoever. 3 straight runs, and it worked out. 30 yards for Saquon. He averaging damn near 9-10 yards a carry. It was great. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's get the passing game going there. Let's catch them off guard. No. The only thing that I can say that Kevin Tullo does really well is in the red zone. The little shuffle pass and things like that. But it's this is crazy to look at, bro. There's too much talent on this team for you not to figure this shit out. I'm sorry, guys. I had to go on a little rant. I apologize, but I hate losing. I'm a sore loser. Warriors Vaughn. I ain't gonna be front. It's ridiculous. Go ahead. Floor is yours, fellas.
Primo.
I mean, I obviously don't know what the fuck to talk about. I'm really surprised that we even having a show because I mean, like this is embarrassing, man. I mean, you talk about you don't hate talking on players, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna talk about every fucking player on that damn team because they play like ass. I don't even know what the hell we were watching yesterday. I had to sit there. I had to sit there because I'm not one that walk away from a game. Gail knows that. I mean, Frank found that out last night. I've only walked away from one game in my entirety as a fan, and that was the Seattle game. I still remember that game. I walked away from that game, but last night I sat there. I sat there because I went into that stadium talking so much shit. I went into that stadium with so much confidence. I went into that stadium standing my ground, and I went in there representing the Philadelphia Eagles like I always do. And the outcome that I received yesterday, it was just like so embarrassing. Then, I mean, throughout the night, you had the Phillies losing, so that definitely didn't help out.
Mm.
And, I mean, of course, that gave them more ammunition. Um, and just seeing that shit show from everybody. You want to talk about Ringo, Adoree Jackson? I, I don't know where to go from these two. Like, I still don't even understand how they even got playing time I mean, if we're gonna go ahead and deal with these two, I'd rather just put somebody. I'd rather just take the risk on putting that on somebody else. What do we sign these offseason players for? Like, you got Bennett, and I haven't seen nothing from him. I mean, you talk about Isaiah Rogers. That was like the biggest mistake. That was the mistake this past season of not resigning him. Absolutely, because the man is balling his ass off, and here we're stuck with these bums. Um, I don't know, man. I know it's only 2 games. We've been in this situation before. I think we ended up going down to 2 games last year, and here we were upset about that. But that that shit from last night in that stadium against that team, that one hit hard. That one hit real fucking hard. What I mean? And the walk of shame going back to the bus, bro.
Mm.
I can't stand New York. I cannot stand New York.
Yeah, that walk back to the bus was tough. Normally it's a different feeling, and again, like we were dealing with a lot of injuries. They were dealing with a lot of injuries. They both their top wideouts were out. I mean, you look at the matchups. You look at Wandell Robinson, Lil Jordan Pumphrey, um, Theo Johnson. But again, like when it comes to coaching, like knowing your strengths and weaknesses, knowing that you can like dot up our cornerbacks on the outside, they can't deal with the quick twitch. They all had issues and they use that to their benefit. I mean, Jackson Dart, I'm just gonna give the guy credit for the plays that he made with his legs.
Yeah.
He had Zach Bond in the blender a couple times. Um, Scatterboo. I mean, you could feel the energy building in the stadium every time those two touch the ball. I think defensively, the front. I think Toth will be seeing Brian Burns in his sleep.
Yep.
But did we think? I think Toth was going to hold up. I did not. Dexter Lawrence versus our interior. Did I think they were going to hold up? I was concerned, but I thought we could overcome some things. But I think, going back to your point, Prime, about the secondary. I mean, Jacorin Bennett still on IR, so I think what I've been talking about in the offseason was, I mean, if you have to put Cooper DeJean outside, what is worse, putting someone else in the slot to see what we have?
I'd
Like
rather go with Big
what else is worse right now? Like, I mean, we're in a blender.
Yeah.
It was a concern coming into the season, and now we're in the middle of the season. I mean, quarter way through, and it's not a concern now. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't even know Bennett was on the IR. That still, I thought that was already done. That's my bad. But I at that point I would have took the risk. I mean, if you're gonna go ahead and risk playing Ringo and Dory Jackson, I would have took the risk on somebody else. I
Ricks.
mean, bro, the very first play that Robinson gets on Ringo, it was just like I called a game. Like they already there it is. They figured out what our weakest link is because everywhere you were putting him at, he was going to go ahead and get him. And then Adore Jackson, you're seeing him. He can, like he had the opportunity, in the goal line stance. I saw the replay today on somebody's video. Somebody posted it, but I mean, you can see it from the stands. Like you can see him standing there, and the gap opened up for him to go ahead and make that tackle. He wants to go in there and lead with his shoulder. Dude, you're not even that big. You're not even that big to go ahead and put Skeeter Boat. What I mean, like touch him. There's no comparison. What are you doing? And like, if you're afraid to play the game, then fucking retire or something. Get out of the league. Like you're not built for this shit anymore. I just that's why I'm not a fan of bringing either a Giants or a Cowboy that that played with those two teams onto our squad. Never been a fan of that shit.
I was just like Orlando Scandrick all over again.
Oh man, and you can name anybody. I'm just not a fan of him. Not a fan of him.
Just Saquon
No.
Barkley. That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Saquon.
It's we've already. I mean, I have this in our notes. It's already stuck at the in the back of our notes. A tale of two halves. The 2025 Philadelphia Eagles. We put that up probably like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. We continue to do exactly that. We get one good half from our offense. Basically, usually one good half from our offense. I mean, in the second half, our Philadelphia Eagles, we have 2 touchdowns in the last 3 games on 19 drives. We have 2 touchdowns and 13 punts in the second half. It's a problem, and again, it's like you see like Patullo, and you're like, all right, I'm putting all the blame on Patullo. Then you look at Sirianni, and like, how much of this is a collective, and how much of it is on Patullo, and how much is Sirianni? Is he 14%? Is he 15%? Like, what is his involvement? And again, on the last pod, I was like, if McDaniels is free, we need a consultant in here to bring somebody in once he gets fired, bring in some new ideas and fresh ideas. I think. I mean, I like some of the stuff I saw yesterday from Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith.
Mhm.
I thought those guys were open all night.
Yeah, but do you question, was the play calling being done by him when they were open, or were they not? I mean, or was that Jalen, calling an audible in the line?
I don't even know what's going on with this
Uh,
offense schematically. Like,
what is
I
up
don't.
with Saquon? Is there something we don't know? You know what I mean?
Interior, we can't run. We
You
can't.
can't run the ball.
Well, I mean, last year we were 3.8 yards after contact. 3.8 before anyone touched him last season. That is not the case this year. That is not the
Nah.
case.
But even the
And
first three plays, of last night's game, he looked so damn sharp. He had 60 yards just on 3 attempts. You're going into the rest of the
Yeah.
game thinking like, all right, he's going to finally break the 100. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good game, and just died.
But
true.
what I think what happens is a lot is when they get down, the coaching staff buttholes just tighten up. They don't know what to do. They get scared because you're playing from down. So it's like, okay, well, we can't run the ball no more. That's how they think. It's just throw, throw, throw. They line up in shotgun like 90% of the damn time. Like we got bamboozled in week one because week one we see some things in the offense and we were like, damn, okay, all right, this looks good. You know what I mean? From the shotgun to rollouts and play action things, and then all of a sudden it's just seeping out, bro. And like I said, and what irritates me the most is the front office was very the diligent looking for offensive coordinators last year. They didn't let Nick Sirianni pick his guy, but all of a sudden you go, okay, well, he did win a Super Bowl, which is credit to Nick, right? Because he's a leader in Nick. He's obviously a head coach of the NFL football team. But bro, and I know, in the past, it does not work with Nick Sirianni calling plays. This play calling is like watching the Colts and back in like 2014, 2013, bro. You can't make Jalen Hurts Peyton Manning. It's not going to work that way. You got to let Jalen Hurts be Jalen Hurts. That's what Kellen Moore, it worked that way. You got two brains that are just similar, like, and it's not working, bro.
I mean, but also, do you think? I mean, I don't think we're built like that. I'm like, there's a point where you got to look in the mirror and be like, yeah, we're not built that way. That we're not. We are not built that way. We do have stars, right? That's the other thing. Is like, I mean, they say there's a Super Bowl hangover for some teams. You're wondering, like, I sent you guys a video that it was a play after they had changed half, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at AJ, and I'm like, bro, like, are you like, what are you doing, man? Like, and he's looking at the fan, like, I'm like, the team is halfway down the field already. Like, what? Like, how locked in right now are you? And again, I get the frustration. I go back to that play where they threw the interception to Dotson. AJ is wide open. Like, what is the who's your number one on that play? I'm like, God damn. I'm like, how, I saw the pressure that came in on that play.
But Gail, I have a question. So you're bringing up that play. Was the ball supposed to go there? Or was it supposed to be, okay, let something develop? Because I feel a lot of times that the routes are being developed and they're taking a long damn time. So was the ball supposed to go there if you look at that?
I mean, it was middle of the field was open.
Right.
I mean, the middle of the field was open. There was no safety help over there.
Right.
It was wide open. And then, I mean, the throw that he threw to the outside of the field, that's a dangerous throw anyway when you're throwing the outside of the field like that. You let it hang for a little bit, but like, I did see the pressure come. But I'm like, if it's 1, 2, 3, throw it. Like, it was wide open.
He just lets it hang too long, man. Yesterday he did that a lot. There was a lot of defensive plays that, if he would have just threw that ball a second or two earlier, we would have got them off. But he made a lot of those defenders look real good yesterday.
Yeah.
So you got to go
right.
question. You got to go question. Like what's on his mind? Like, just let the fucking ball go. Lead your receivers and shit. Devontae, Devontae's playing his game. Can't say nothing about Devontae. He's playing his game. Yeah. Dallas is playing his game.
I mean, AJ had a nice big catch down the
Silent. He had a
sidelines.
he had a silent game. He had a silent
Yeah,
good game. Yep.
I caught a nice little crosser at one point. Um, I just Paulson Adebo is gonna like there's a lot of one-on-one opportunities that we did not take advantage of. Still kind of, and again, man, uh shout out to the special teams. Special teams has been atrocious. Special teams, the kick return, they gave up a 37-yard kick return. Tank Bigsby and AJ Dillon both had muff kickoff opportunities. We had less than 17 yards per kick return. And as a former kick returner, I know that's very bad. We had 8 yards total on punt returns.
Oh my god.
And then Sidney Brown, you are on special teams.
Oh man.
Hey,
Bro, I'm so tired of him, bro.
we're
I'm
talking
so
about
tired of him.
the yards that were he's had multiple personal fouls, right? We're talking about field advantages. He missed a tackle, which they ended up gaining on a punt return about probably 15 yards, 17 yards on a missed tackle. Then you get a personal foul. That's how many yards you're helping these teams. But that's just you alone.
Okay, I have something to say. Is it his turn? It's always him. Because it seems like every game, like you know what I mean. It seems like every game, it's always him.
He's got no discipline. He's selfish. He's got a loose screw.
Player.
He's got a loose screw when it comes to playing that position, man. Yeah, I mean, I get the I don't give a fuck attitude, but that I don't give a fuck attitude is just costing us too much this season in the 6 games that we played. All right, he just has no discipline. His discipline is just out the window.
And the coaching staff needed to get it together with this whole the whole running back situation.
Tank Bisbee
come on.
Whatever we gotta do to go get Covey, like let's just go get him.
Go get Covey and go get Gibson.
Covey's on the practice squad.
They need to get down to the active squad.
You know,
this is crazy.
Anthony just called for McWilliams.
Yeah.
Hey man, we'll see. I mean, these are just facts. Like Dickerson didn't play, Quignon didn't play, Jalen Carter didn't play. Nolan Smith is out. I mean, you just sit here as an Eagle fan and hope that we have enough juice to hold on until these guys get back. And then that's like you hey, this team's 4-2 right now. You're gonna catch a couple L's, but can you sustain some wins to hold on? Because now you've given ground in the NFC East or in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? So here we are.
10 days. We got 10 days until our next game. You think our feathers will grow back? Because we got all our feathers plucked last night. I mean, they were fucking plucked. All down 295.
Right. Got hit by a bus.
Go Birds Scotland says, evening, chaps. 9 p.m. over here, despite the L. Go Birds. I'm going to be fully transparent. I rolled out of bed into a podcast. Woke up at 11:30. Didn't know what time it was. Right into a pod. Still have not even jumped in the shower. This is full transparency mode over here.
Funky.
But this is the state of the mind of a diehard Eagle fan. Like, we wins over everything, right? No, I just think a lot of L's over the last couple of days with the damn Phillies and just the Eagles just shitting the bed. It's a really tough scene. Someone was like, shout out to Johnny. I saw in the stadium. Say, hey, you want to go to Sixers game? I'm like, nah, it's too wait, it's too soon, man. Don't talk to me about Sixers. But I actually thought about it for a second. I was like, man, I might do some Sixers to get my mind off what I'm seeing. But any positives? We'll go start with the positives. Any positives you want to talk about from yesterday that you feel need to be talked about?
Yeah, I walked out of there without having to hit anybody.
That's definitely a positive. That's
No,
definitely
I mean, if you expected me to talk positive about the goddamn team, no, there ain't nothing positive to me.
nobody's getting a game ball today. Nobody's getting a game ball today. Matter of fact, go run laps. Go run laps. We ain't touching the ball today.
Dad says I'm not a fan of Acho, but his video breaking down how predictable
Absolutely.
our offense was unreal. And my thing is when certain people talk, I have to listen and I have to just okay, we're going through some things. But when you got your leader, one of the best Eagles in the last uh 20 years, one of the he will go down as a legend, Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson said we get predictable and also said we're stagnant offensively. So if you're right tackle, one of your captains is telling you that our offense is predictable and he's voicing it and he's the captain, so who's listening? I remember Lane Johnson last season also stood up and spoke and said, "We need to what? Rely on the run game. That is our strength." So what is our strength offensively?
I don't know right now. This is it's like a mystery. Um, I don't know. I have no clue what this offense is good at. I don't like. And then I'm not going to sit here and blame injuries or anything like that. But usually, when you're on a team, you also have your bread and your butter, and we don't have anything. We don't. Kevin Patullo can't call. He only called half of a game, bro.
You only got
And
two
then
quarters in him.
Yeah, he got 2 quarters in him. Then that's it. That's that. Oh, hey guys, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, like that's just the way it's been for the past 5 weeks. You know what I mean? Like last year, what happened when we were 2-2? That's when all the captains came up and said, "Hey, we got to run a running game." Right now, it's just like they want to run the ball, but as soon as it fails, abort mission, abort mission, abort mission. We got to throw. And then the wide receivers and Jalen are just not connecting at the right moments. Like Jalen missed a touchdown to Devontae Smith. That one hurt, and it's been the last 2 games. He's missing. Our wide receiver. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
He says, "Do you think Jalen is to blame for these overthrown passes? The one last night, yeah, or AJ. And how many times is Saquon gonna?" But I think when you're also running, you're also trying to run to set up some things. You can't be predictable, but when the way that we run some things, we'll send we'll send a wide receiver in motion, and then we'll run back the opposite way. Like every time we run that is sometimes a indicator that we are gonna run.
Yeah.
Like it's just we're talking about like window dressing or like salad dressing. You got to make it put some dressing on the offense because I mean, there's plays with we talked about the QB coach coming in from Bowling Green, and maybe he adds some wrinkles to the tight end position. And here we're seeing Dallas Goedert. He's having one of his best seasons and being utilized in the red zone. So you see a sprinkling of, we've talked about how Harold Fanun was a boss last year in college, and I'm like, all right, well, we're seeing some of that in the offense a little bit from Coach Scott, but interior wise, and I'm like, can we just run more outside zone? Can we run to the play to our strengths? Can we do some more counters? Some of those plays that Saquon's breaking off are off pure talent. Like it's not. I mean, those first runs that you were talking about, prime, those were nice runs right there. And then I was just like, where did that go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Andy says AJ says it's not Patullo on the pass plays that they're not executing. The runs calls are Patullo though, and those are awful. I mean, some tough. We got our first turnover. We got our first interception in a long time. That's a positive. It's been a long time since we had an interception. I'm trying to think else. Dallas Goddard. Um, Also want to talk about Makuba, dude. Obviously a rookie, but on that play, he took the cheese, left his wide receiver wide open, and then he missed the tackle. On top of that, you don't remember what play I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Uh,
Is he? Was that Wayne Robinson? Was that
The
Robinson?
Robinson. Yeah.
I mean, I can't, I can't. It's definitely a tough day to be like talking Eagles, but I know a lot of everyone's talking the Eagles. Got to get to it and got to get your feels out while it's still hot. But like I know Eagle fans are like the new Jordan store opened today. Everyone was excited about that. I was excited. I'm not going down there today.
They dropped some heat today, though.
I know they did, but I was like, I'm not going to the store today. I'm like,
they dropped some heat today.
Yeah, but shout out to all you guys in the chat for stopping by today. I know it's you gotta confront your feelings while you know it can't all be sunshines and blue skies over. I mean, we had a good run, guys, but the reality is that we're dealing with a lot of injuries, and the reality is I don't know identity wise where we go from here, like. Because I mean, there's certain. I mean, you could, bro. You can remember last year certain players who knuckled up, and we were like feeding off that, like the Mekhi Becton's world, destroying these guys on run plays, or like Isaiah Rodgers making a lot of splash plays last year. Zach Bond's play was like, who's that guy right now that is bringing the juice for us?
I thought he was going to bring some juice. I thought Kobe being back was going to bring some juice because he's like one of the guys that people when he talks, people listen to. But yeah, that didn't work. But we're missing that guy. We're missing that guy. I'm gonna say it, and I want to see what people say, but I feel like Howie should get on that booty call again, man. Go pluck CJ DJ off the Ravens practice squad. We need somebody that's gonna talk and talk like the little brother that little ass knowing brother that you keep on putting in the headlock and you pin him down and he just keeps on talking and talking. That's who CJ DJ is. We need that. We need that, especially right now. We need that because our defense looks soft with a capital S. Soft. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, D-Ray chimes in. He says, shout out to D-Ray, also was with us on the trip up. Has more passion than a lot of fans I know traveling from Florida for all these games. But that's the level of dedication players that these Eagle fans are bringing. Got on a plane at like 4:30 in the morning back to Florida. But he asks, play calling or play execution the problem? If you're going to choose one.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Primo. You look so sad.
I'm going to say play execution.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tim?
I'm going to have to go with execution, too.
I was going to say both. But
he said
no, I want
you even emphasized that he said
let me finish my thought. I said I want to say both. I want to say both, but I'm like, if I gotta choose one, I'd say still play calling because you can execute on some of these plays, but like how is it that we're dying in the second half? Because that means the play calling in the second half you're being outcoached because now you've shown that teams are adjusting at halftime and you're not giving us any production after the half offensively. And then the play calling. We have no play calling, then that means our defense is on the field for multiple series in a row, and it's all a snowball effect. So I think
Well, that was a prime example of the Broncos game. You know what I mean? That was perfect.
big shout out to Recover. They supplied everybody with some drinks. We needed to recover after this one. Make sure you hit up Rich and the group at Recover 180 is the only organic sports hydration on the market, and we're excited to partner up. So you all know Recover 80 has 0 sugar added, 20 calories, 2 carbs, USDA organic coconut water. Make sure you hit them up at Drink Recover, hashtag hydrate better. You need your hydration right now. And I'm not gonna even lie. I am very excited. There's no Eagles football this weekend. Give me 10 days. I need it. I need 10 days. You can watch your Hurricanes. You can watch your damn. We are.
My
Whatever.
Hurricanes are off this week too. I got
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, I got a box too.
I got
Shit.
nothing.
It would have been nice if you had
Oh
some.
man, we're all R&B singers right now, so y'all looking out the window pane.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if you had some Phillies to watch.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not gonna say his name, bro. I can't believe that era, bro. I can't believe that era, bro. Oh my goodness. Talk
Richard
about
said
pressure. Yeah.
Giants timeout before halftime was the best Eagles play of the night. What? Can you? 15 seconds left. They call a timeout. Do you know why they did? I was just watching the game and I was like, why did they do that? I still. Now, if you're talking about trade options, you guys ready for Howie to make a trade, or is it too soon?
No, it's not too soon. It's needed. It's needed with that secondary.
Yeah.
It's needed.
A change
'Cause-
has to come. Change has to
I mean, you make a trade for 2 cornerbacks in the span of like 2 months. Like that's a serious problem after giving up. But
I'm
we
thinking.
have the draft capital, so I
What are you
mean,
thinking?
I'm thinking about Drew, man. Drew, I spoke to Drew. he gave up a trade prediction, but
Who?
it
Collins?
was like Ringo. You listen, he's willing to give up a couple picks. You can have Ringo, you can have Adore, and we can even throw somebody else into mix it. I started laughing. I was like, she might be watching. She might be watching.
Oh, okay.
what about Stephon Gilmore?
Listen, man. At this point, I'm willing to even do
Right.
that.
Listen.
I'm
He's
willing
the
to do
Even,
He's
you
the
can even knock on the Steelers' door. Hey,
All right,
can we have
listen,
Slade back?
man. But Gilmore was an expatriate. He played 1 year. I'm talking about veterans that have been on that squad. Adoree Jackson, like I know I go back to my comment. Like, look, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You remember our attitude about Saquon. Y'all kept on giving me like, how come you ain't getting no juice that we had Saquon? It wasn't even hitting me because I already had that fear about players coming over to our squad. DeMarco Murray. I had DeMarco Murray, thoughts. That's all. But I mean, I was quick to go ahead and say, like, hey, he convinced me. I'm all for it. But anybody else, bro, it's just I've just always had that. I've always had that instinct. And when we signed the Dory all season, I'm like, man, I'm not big on this. I'm not.
Well, just I go back to some of the conversations that I had in the Note of Care, which shook me to my core. And then we made the trade for Bennett, and I was like, God, what I just heard was like, okay, now just made a trade, and then thinking about just more things that it's just some things I listen to, and then I'm like, when it happens like 3 or 4 weeks later or something, you like it just goes off, and I'm like, oh God. Yeah, man. But shout out to Philly Sports Trips. Make sure you're following them. If you're looking to book a trip, make sure you go to phillysportstrips.com. Follow them at Philly_sports_trips on IG and at Sports Trips PHL on X and Philly Sports Trips on Facebook for more information. Got a couple trips lined up left. Birds take over Minnesota. We got Birds take over in Green Bay. We got the Birds fly home. We got our friends from overseas coming over to enjoy the city of Philadelphia. We got the Birds take over in Dallas. Birds take over in Los Angeles, and the Birds take over in Washington. And last but not least, the Birds take over in Buffalo. You start seeing all these trips, and you're like, start thinking they better get their act together because those trips could be awkward. it could be,
Shout out,
it could be
shout out to
awkward.
Carissa though. Carissa said that we need Thomas Booker. Yes. Our interior defensive tackles. Sheesh.
I thought about that.
Definitely not Thomas Booker, bro. Gotta go get him back.
Yeah, could I ask you something? Was Malata not looking like himself last night?
He got, but Brian Burns is I'm a big fan of Brian Burns. I've loved Brian Burns' game for a long time. He's that dude. I thought they were the fact that's out coaching, man. Like the fact that they're having him rush from deep, drop. They were just doing creative stuff to like put Toth in a blender or like give. But bro, their front is pretty good. It's not like it's, but Malata didn't have his best game.
You know who it was though? Kayvon Thibodeau, bro. He has improved. I gotta give him those flowers. I don't like what he said about us, but that dude has improved, man. From and his name has been put out there in trade rumors. He was having it. He was giving our O-line some problems. He was doing his thing. So, but yeah, their D-line is pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm not knocking their D-line, man, but we played better against that D-line before. We played them before. We played it before, and we've held it. We've held it down. Yesterday just looked really sloppy.
They got a good front, but I mean they got.
I'm not knocking that front. You're absolutely right. It's you go through that lineup, even in the introductions of the game, you're like, shit, that's a nice lineup. But I like those lineups. I like those lineups going against the offensive line because I'm confident our offensive line can hold that lineup down. But Dickinson being out, Toff being in there, yeah, Steen,
Toss, nah.
Yeah.
I was losing sleep over that one. I was just trying not
that
to.
lineup. That lineup against those guys, absolutely. But if you had our regular guys in there, I'm taking my line all day.
Carissa with the say it with chest. She said the exciting whites aren't exciting right now.
Oh, well, they're on the other side. They play
they're
for
in
the
New
Giants now. Yeah, they're in New York.
Yeah, they were putting on a show yesterday, comedy show and everything. Romancing, checking on each other in the tent and everything.
I've never seen. I haven't seen Giants fans this excited about a player since I'm talking like exciting whites vibe, like Jeremy Shockey. Like,
oh yeah.
They love Jeremy Shockey, Jeremy Shockey.
Yeah, Shockey was the man.
Out of college, bro. That's the EDU. He come out of the U. He's dope.
Oh, geez. BO 1990. We're just having a say it with a chess moment. So if you got it, say it. Premier, you playing with like a cap or something? I hear something.
Who, me?
Yeah. You hear something? Someone playing with something?
I've been hearing it though.
Anthony says CJ was and is never soft.
Huh? Yeah, let me think about that one. There. Carissa said I didn't laugh, but I laughed.
Yo, when I seen Scatterboo do the backflip, I was like, dude, you got.
Oh man.
It's probably what we.
I had a baby Scatterboo behind me, bro. I was all roided up and happy as hell. You
Is
know what
this
I mean? Like he was doing his he was doing his like like man.
Yeah, they got the
was he
whole
talking? Was
Ric
he
Flair
Oh,
talking?
woo.
yeah, he had, but you know what I mean. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I'm going along with it, man. Like, hey, look, you know, hey, even had some of the little some Indian boys that were friends of theirs. Yo, they even started getting gangster. I was like, oh man, we getting it tonight. Like, Frank, I got Big Frank over there trying to keep his composure. Like,
No, no.
yo,
Do not let
you're
him
like
turn up.
I'm like, bro,
No.
you're like 10 times his size, man. Leave him alone. Let's
Yeah.
let him be, man. He just having a moment. I'm not even a goddamn Giants fan, but y'all actually, my man was all in my ear. I was like, oh man. It was one of those moments like, no, 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 you're not going to hit him. I'm going to hit this mother.
Now Davon, he says, go get Justin Simmons or Gilmore.
Hey, go get Team Unk. Let's go get the Unks.
Team Monk.
Team Unk. Come on, man. Yeah, you got experience? All right. Bring your ass to the Midnight Green. Team Unks, man.
Tim
I'm all
says,
for it, bro. Like our secondary is ass, bro.
Mm.
Whenever they threw the Kelly Ringo, the first Jawn, right? When he threw the ball up, I was like, oh, okay, he didn't knock it down. Damn. And it was like Ringo just washed. I was like, oh my God. I was gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night.
AJ says, Tim, turn up your mic.
Oh, my bad.
This is tough. I mean, Carissa says, I feel like both our lines were tiptoeing as though they were scared. Wow. Were they scared for injury? Because damn, if nah, I mean, we can't start. I mean, they played on that turf too. Imagine
Yeah.
Giants got to play on that turf half the season.
Right.
But it is what it is. Red Zone's saying with his chest. He said, "Told y'all."
Hey, listen. Yeah.
I've been said that.
I agree. I hate to say that about Tyler's team. I mean, he is justified that he is a backup. He is a backup.
We're not giving away any awards.
No.
But we are giving away an underdog. What was your underdog performance yesterday? If you had to give one underdog performance.
I could never say his name right. Olojari.
Aziz Ojulari.
Aziz.
Ojulari. Aziz Ojulari. He balled, you know what I mean? He was doing his thing for the what he was able to contribute. I thought he did good, and honestly, the past two games, the L's that we've been taking, but I mean, he's actually lighting it up.
My underdog. I mean Dallas Goedert. He gave a fighting underdog performance. I mean, he would be my offensive MVP, but we don't have one, so I'm giving it to Dallas Goedert. That is AJ Jones, baby boo. Who did you say, Tim?
Nice. You guys are nice. I'm gonna give it to myself for watching that bullshit.
Yeah, it's a good one for me staying there and watching it. You're right.
Tim, are you giving yourself a participation trophy?
Yeah, I sure am. I had to watch that shit. I ain't getting none of them. Nope.
Shout out to you, Tim. You underdog, you.
Thank you.
Make sure you tap into Underdog, man. Football season is in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get into all the action. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on some stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. If I'm going to give an endorsement for next week, I've had 250 for Hurts over the last two games. He's given me that, so I'm going to say higher than 250. I'm going to say higher. Y'all agree with that one? Higher than 250 Hurts next week? Next game versus the Vikings?
Vikings? Yeah.
Lower. 75 yards, A.J. Brown versus the Vikings.
Higher.
Oh. Prime?
Yeah, I'm going to say lower.
He hasn't cracked. It's been a minute. Um, Dallas Goddard higher than 75 yards receiving versus the
Low.
Vikings. I'm gonna say higher.
I'm gonna say higher with a touchdown.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Make sure you download the app today. Sign up with the promo code Jawn to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Jawn, JAWN. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, President State, where Underdog Fantasy operates. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. But also shout out to Evan Hollywood Hearn. He's a working man. He's doing his thing today. We gotta regroup the troops with this football team. We gotta figure some things out. You have any say it with your chest? Say it with your chest. Anything?
Announcers. For, I don't know who was announcing yesterday. I forgot. Yo, quit jinxing our players, bro. Quit it. They do it every damn game. Jalen Hurts hasn't thrown an interception in 5 games. Whoop! Interception, pick 6. Stop. Don't even mention it. They do it every time. Every time.
Anytime they say something like Jalen, like the record that he had, Jalen Hurts hasn't had an interception, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I was kind of shocked at the interception. I actually was. He doesn't usually throw a lazy pass that's in harm's way like that. As bad as that was, especially with AJ Brown being wide open. But is what it is. Prime, you got to say with your chest.
Yeah, I'm with Anthony Perry because that's exactly what I was going to say. Get y'all shit together. Get your fucking shit together. 10 days. You got 10 days. You got a mini bye. Figure it the fuck out. All right? Because you were down 2 games last year and we got on y'all asses about that shit. Here we are. New season. 2 games down. We're going to get on y'all asses about this one. But losing to a rivalry team like that last night, nah, man, that's uncalled for. My mindset was definitely not prepped for that. Please don't put me through that shit no more this season.
My say with your chest is regardless of wins or losses, as a diehard Eagle fan, I like to call myself, I will continue to show up for this football team like I normally do. Just because you catch 2 L's doesn't mean like I'm not going to the next game. I mean, have we been here before? Is this diehard culture started when we had the support of our team, regardless of some of these wins and losses? I mean, we rep for this team, right? So like, just because you catch 2 L's doesn't mean like I seen a 1-4. I've seen a 1-4 football because I'm not saying this directly up to anyone, but I'm saying this to all the people that I've heard walking out of the stadium, Eagle fans. So I mean, I saw a 1-4 football team have their fans show up and be like geeked as hell and like cheer their team on. Like, and this is a 1-4 football team. We're a 4-2 football team. Doesn't mean that the support stops. Doesn't mean that the support ends. And again, you just gotta hope that this team gets it right. But in general, keep being a fan and keep showing up to tailgates. But shout out to Evan Hollywood Hearn and Safeli's Pizza for giving the wings beneath his wings. Shout out to Recover 180. And shout out to Bud Light for holding down the tailgate as well as Red Bull. Shout out to Crooked T, our new tailgate sponsor. Shout out to Used Guys who have been tremendous. the last tailgate. Shout out to Lowski for holding down the entertainment side, still looking like a reverend. But Lowski, man of the people. Who else can I? Who else can I thank?
Francellos.
Yes, Franchello's. Shout out to Franchello's. Make sure you get the pizza, man. Some of the best pizza I've had this year. Not lying. Glad that they brought it to our doorstep, and they'll continue to feed y'all when you go to it on 4th and Jawn tailgate. Again, shout out to everyone in the comments. We appreciate you guys sticking around. It's been a tough day. You all deserve a little time to yourself, to your families. More important stuff than dwelling over losses. Who does that? Eagle fans. Shout out to you Philly fans who've been supporting your team all year, and you'll continue to talk about how much they make over the next year and who should be getting cut in the boot. Primo, do you know anyone who are we? Which Phillies are we getting rid of next year?
Shit. Puppy, the wet puppy, Marsh. I'm good with getting rid of. Truthfully, I think Nick will probably be gone if Topper comes back. Let me see. I think those two right now will probably be the ones that are going to go, and then you got to focus on re-signing Schwarber. You know what I mean?
Please, please resign him. Please.
Cool dude said Nick and Rangers. I got a good story about Nick that I won't tell on here, but just very telling. But that was interesting. Yeah, I mean, last word before we get out of here, man.
Yeah, your mic just went off.
Last word, Tim.
Yeah. Like Gail said, Gail had to talk me off the ledge because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go to LA to keep this shit up. Yeah, man, keep the faith. I hope that they can make a change.
Say keep the faith.
I did see something on social media about Doug Peterson said that he would mind coming back and being a consultant or an offense coordinator. I'm like, no, thank you, because this team reminds me of the 2018 team. So no. But yeah, let's keep the faith. Go Birds. I don't know what else to say, bro. I'm still irritated and I hate the lose. So you guys got it.
Yeah, big shout out to Philly Sports Trips yesterday. The tailgate was pretty cool. The vibes with the people were real overwhelming and everything to have everybody on the chill note. Great crowd. Shout out to Robin. Met her for the first time. She was real cool. She got to see me and Gail, what we were all about. With our contributions to these tailgates. But yeah, I don't know. Tim, it's good to know that you got to talk off the ledge. So I'm glad to see you here with us. And the rest of y'all, whatever way we can go ahead and keep y'all off the ledge too. Just give us a holler. Because it's
you out of everybody, how I am when I lose. So
I
know how I am.
I know. I got to give a big shout out to Frank, man. Taking that walk in the tunnel. I got a video to show y'all. It's hilarious. I might have to. I think we had to edit a little bit because it got real out of hand. But yeah, it was a moment. So. Just a real quick story. Walking through this tunnel is like one tunnel that leads to the main parking lots and stuff like that. And you're like staggered and stuck in there with a lot of people. And the Giants fans were going crazy. And then probably like midway through the tunnel, he lost it. He lost his mind and started snapping on all of them. Oh, you guys are 2-4. Oh, you won your fucking Super Bowl. All right, congratulations. He went off. And when he went off, he opened up the space for me, him, and his brother to just walk with nobody on us. Like, I mean, it was so much space that just opened up. It was just like, you know how like if you drop water on these ants and then they go
Yeah.
spreading out. That's how it was when he
He's
went off.
so he's separated. He Red
When
Sea.
he went off, they all fucking spread their way out, and then we just had an open spot to walk the rest of that rest of that way out. But it was hilarious, man. But yeah, just other than that, yeah, just like Gail said, man, we just gonna go ahead and keep being here for our team and representing them. 10 days to recover from this shit. We do get opportunity to play these boys again and redeem ourselves. So whatever they gotta do to fix it, please fix it.
Yeah, if you see Frank walking through, you better move out of the way. Okay.
He like got shoulder pads on right now, dude.
He got a helmet. He ready to go. In that tunnel, like normally when you I go through that tunnel, it's a lot of Eagles chants, and it's a tunnel, so it echoes. So whatever the fight song, when it goes off in there, it's a beautiful thing, especially in front of Giants fan. But they got theirs, man. I sat next to a cool Giants fan. He was cool. He was actually on the show, The Mole. His name's Paulie. But shout out to you. Good football conversation. I've invited him to a 4th and Jawn tailgate if he ever makes it out. But again, shout out to y'all, you real ones. Again, this for the new Eagle fans who jumped on the bandwagon, who are not familiar with catching L's here and there. You hope it builds callous, and this team comes back tougher. Gotta hope and pray, man, that these coaches get it together. Gotta hope and pray that these players actually start executing. You gotta hope and pray that these next 10 days is a time of reflection. But until then, we'll see you guys in the next one. As always, fly, Eagles, fly.
Big time.